Hello fam, and welcome back to my channel. It is Saturday, October 20th, and as you can see, we're in my car again. I just think that every video is going to be filmed here, and it's just something I have to get used to. I am headed to the gym right now to train legs. I'm going to show you guys some of that. Hopefully it won't be too busy. It's a Saturday afternoon. Usually it's not bad at this time. I do want to give you guys just like a little update about what I'm doing right now. So I am getting to the end of my bulk, and I just got an increase in carbs over the last, I think it was the last week. I just got an increase, so I only went up like 15 grams. So now my macros are at 85 fat, 400 carb, and 120 protein on training days, and 345 carb, 95 fat, and 120 protein on rest days. So that's what we're doing right now. Once we get to the 123 weight range, we're gonna actually start a mini cut, which I am so excited about because I haven't been this high in weight. Like, not that this is a high weight or anything, but like I haven't been able to push to like the 120, 123 range since I was in like 8th grade, I think. So I'm really excited about this. I can't wait to see like what I've built on this bulk season. So yeah, let's go train some legs. So I hope you enjoyed that leg workout. I am going to put all the movements in the description box below, so you can go ahead and look at those, screenshot them, try them out, let me know what you think. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I use when I'm bulking, because it is the end of my bulk, so I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys what I've been doing through this whole time, because I'm almost ready to start a cut at this point, and I am up to 400 grams of carbs, so that is pretty high for a girl. My fat is also pretty high, so overall I'm just eating a lot of food a day. So the biggest tip I can give when your food is around 3,000 calories a day is to eat low volume food. So you want to eat things that are higher in calories that aren't going to fill you up as much. So I have a couple things that I eat every single day that work for my body when I am having to eat really low volume, because I'm trying to get in 3,000 calories a day. So I'm not going to be eating salads, and I'm not going to be eating a ton of like vegetables, because at the end of the day I'm just going to feel like a giant bloated blob, and I'm not going to be able to like move probably. My biggest savior through this whole bulk is white rice. So this is just the jasmine rice, just white jasmine rice. I get this giant bag. I get it at Hannaford's. If you guys have a Hannaford's, they have these giant bags pretty much everywhere. If you go to Whole Foods, I'm sure they have them. Trader Joe's has it. Lasts me about 3 weeks because I go through it so fast. I eat white rice both of like my lunch and my dinner. I eat probably 80 grams of this dry each meal, like my lunch and my dinner, and that is how many servings? It's almost 2 servings, which gives you almost 80 grams of carbs. So I mean, that right there takes care of almost a fourth of my carbs for the day. So that's a really good low volume food. Another one that I eat every single day and is a huge savior for me is cream of rice. I eat this during my post-workout meal. For some reason, I've gotten a little sick of it over the past like 2 weeks, and I think it's just because I've been eating it for such a long time that eventually I just kind of get sick of things. But you can mix it up. I think it's because I was eating it the same way every single time. So I usually put protein powder, stevia, and almond milk. I never make it with water because I just don't like it that way. And this has 36 grams of carbs per serving, so about the same as the jasmine rice actually. So for a fourth cup, it's 36 carbs. So that again takes care of 80 grams of carbs almost if I'm eating 2 servings at post-workout or breakfast. Another thing I also take post-workout is Ignition. So what this is a really high glycemic carbohydrate, and basically I take it within like 15 minutes after my workout, and it digests 6 times faster than table sugar. Basically all that means is that the glycogen is getting right to your muscles as fast as possible, so you don't have to worry about eating something and having it digest over a long period of time, because after you work out, your muscles really need that energy. So this makes sure that getting that energy right to your muscles. There are other ones, but I use Ignition by First Form, and it's really good. I've used this for a while, and I noticed a huge difference in my recovery after I started using it. And I pair it with the formula one. This is the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's really good. So it also kind of tastes like cinnamon coffee. Something just fell off my bed, but it's fine. So this is what I have every time post-workout, and this, a whole scoop of this is like 42 grams of carbs, so that takes care of like an eighth of my carbs for the day. So that's really low volume. It doesn't fill me up at all because I'm drinking something and it's like in 8 ounces of water, and that doesn't fill me up, so I'm hungry for a meal within like 45 minutes. So that's awesome to have on a bulk. You want to be somewhat hungry. You're not going to be starving at every single meal, but it's nice to be hungry when you're eating, because then you don't feel like you're stuffing a bunch of food in your face for no reason. One of my favorite foods ever is the plain bagels from Dave's Killer Bread. I am obsessed with these. I make like bagel sandwiches with these. Like I'll put like avocado and egg on them, or peanut butter and bananas. Oh my god, it's so good. But I am in love with these. They're so good. One of them has 48 grams of carbs, so again, it's really high in carbs, really low volume, and I'm usually hungry after I eat this because it is like, it's a bagel, so it's going to be really low volume. Next I have the Kodiak pancake mix, which I know you guys have seen before. I'm obsessed with this. I eat this on a cut. I eat this on a bulk. If I have room for it, I'll eat it on a cut. But I eat this every single day pre-workout. It's my favorite thing to have pre-workout. I go back and forth on it. Sometimes I'll switch it up. Sometimes I'll have the bagels instead of this, but I've just been on a kick, and I don't see myself getting sick of these anytime soon. I'm absolutely obsessed. Something else I eat a ton of, I eat this every single night, oatmeal. Here's the thing with oatmeal. It is really high in fiber, so I have to be careful of how much I eat because, again, I'm eating a lot throughout the day, and I don't want to get so full on one thing that I can't, like, even stand eating anything else. So I eat this at the end of the day, and I limit how much I have of it. And then if I have carbs left over, because half a cup of this only has 28 grams of carbs, so I need more than that usually at the end of the day, unless I'm like eating all my carbs throughout the day, which like I get a good majority in, but at the end usually have more than 28 left. So what I do is I mix cream of rice in it, and that takes care of any leftover carbs. I can't even really taste the cream of rice because the oatmeal has such a distinct texture that it just tastes like oatmeal to me. So that helps with the fiber. It's just mixing cream of rice into oatmeal if you don't want to like miss out on like the oatmeal texture. Another one of my absolute favorite carb sources is rice cakes. I used to eat these all the time. I don't eat them as much anymore because, again, I was like kind of getting sick of them. But what I do with these is I put honey on them, or I just get the caramel ones. If I ever get the plain ones, I have to put honey on them because they just taste so gross to me when they're plain. So I put honey and cinnamon and peanut butter on them, sometimes with bananas. That is also such a good pre-workout, and it's so good. I'm obsessed with that. It's just so good. Just try it. now some fat sources, because my fat is also pretty high. So oil was a huge one for me because there's absolutely no volume to it. I just add it to like my rice. I'll add olive oil. I use coconut oil. I use avocado oil. I use macadamia nut oil. I've used almost every single oil possible. So I don't really have a favorite. It depends on what meal you're making. So olive oil is probably my #1 go-to right now. I've just been on olive oil kick, and I ran out of coconut oil. I just haven't gotten any in a long time. This is my absolute favorite thing in the entire world. If there was one food that I could eat for the rest of my life, it would be this. I put this on my oatmeal at the end of the night. I usually use a serving of it. A serving has 16 grams of fat. This is my favorite peanut butter. It's Jif natural, so it's a little bit better than regular Jif. It still has the added sugar in it, but there's no hydrogenated oil. And last but not least, almond butter. The Martha Natha brand is my favorite brand of all time. I have had the Trader Joe's one and I love it. A lot of people say they like it better than the Martha Natha, but I personally like this one better, and I think it's just because I've eaten it for such a long time that I've kind of gotten accustomed to it. All right, a couple other things that I eat every single day that I don't have because they're like either in the fridge or already made. Ground turkey or ground beef is an awesome protein source to have when your fat's high and you're bulking, because when you have like 85% lean ground turkey, you don't even realize you're getting like 8 grams of fat from that. So then when you go to cut, all you have to do is buy 99% lean ground turkey, and then you just wiped all that fat away and you didn't even realize it. Your body's not going to notice that difference as much because all you did was change the kind of turkey you're getting. You're eating the same amount of volume, you just changed how much fat was in whatever you're eating. But same goes to bulking. When you're going from eating 99% lean ground turkey to having 85% lean ground turkey, your body doesn't notice that difference. It just, like, you just eat the same amount of volume. So you're planning ahead for when you're going to cut or when you're going to bulk, and it just sets you up for success because you're not going to get over full on that, and you're not going to notice the difference when you start to pull back on your calories. Another thing that I eat every single day is avocado. The one I have is like cut in the fridge right now, so I didn't bring it out, but you guys probably know what an avocado looks like. I eat that at dinner. It's one of my absolute favorite sources of fat. Whole eggs are also a really, really good source of fat, and protein as well. Walnuts are a really good one. Sometimes I'll like put like either cashews, walnuts, or almonds like on top of like a rice bowl or something that I make, and that like adds a little bit of crunch, and it's really, really good. I really enjoy it. That's pretty much what I eat on the daily. Like, it's really rare that I switch up what I eat. Like when I get into a like good cycle, like if my body is responding well and I'm enjoying what I'm eating, then I usually just don't switch it up because I don't feel like there's a reason to. If I'm gonna give you guys just like huge tip for bulking, I know girls especially have a hard time like with the concept that they have to gain weight when they start bulking. And for me, that was really hard for a long time. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to see the scale go up. Like, you have to think about it this way. If you're not gaining weight, you're not building muscle. You also have to gain a little bit of body fat to be able to build the kind of muscle you want to build. That scale is gonna go up. There's nothing you can do about it, and it's okay. You have to try things to see if they're gonna work though. You can't just expect something to work the first time you try it. Every single time I bulk or cut or anything, all my macros are different every time because my body adapts to the situation it was in before. So don't be afraid to bulk. That's my best tip that I can give. I was afraid for a long time, and I wonder how much more far ahead I would have been if I hadn't been afraid for so long, because the progress that I've made with my coach Nick, like in the past year and a half of me just saying like fuck it, like I'm not going to be scared anymore. It's been insane, like how much progress I've made. And I wish that I could have said fuck it so much longer ago. So take it from me. Don't be afraid. If you are patient and you are okay with gaining weight, then you will get results. I promise you. You have to trust the process. If you guys have any questions about this, please leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer you guys. I'm also going to leave my email in the comments so you guys can email me any questions you have about this. I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments or email me. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye.